Well, so far, like it's raining over here. Are you enjoying it? And look, we understand like some of the events got cancelled. It should be up there.
I
Yeah.
think the
How far
Invincible
is it?
team has. I think the Invincible team is doing a great job of making people feel comfortable, and in this in indoors, it's uh, it's nice. It's a change. It's good.
It's a change, yes, definitely. So, ma'am, your book Chambal se Chando tak. What do you want to talk about it? Like, tell us about the book. How? What is it about?
Yes, the book Chambal se Chando tak is actually there is a reason for this book, and I must explain the reason before I tell you what it is about. Um, this book actually is my father, my father's first book, which is non-work related book. He is a fairly accomplished author in terms of his work. He is a scientist, and he's always been busy writing about his research papers and books and so on and so forth. And our mother, sometime in 2021, asked Papa to write about his memories, about his childhood, and about his life. So Papa said that I am in the middle of so much work, because he was still traveling. Even in 2021 early, he was traveling for work and very busy. He said that I don't feel the need to write anything. Why must I write? So mummy told him, no, you must write. It will help you. So then Papa felt compelled to write because Mama had told him. So he started writing, and he had just written a few pages about his childhood. When one fine morning Mama had her tea, she was in good health, absolutely good health. She just said bye, I'm going, and she went. And she went for all times. She just passed. So after that, for Papa, this book became something that it became a process. It was a journey. It was something he had to do for his soulmate, for his companion, for 54 years. So then it became a family project. We all, looked towards Papa to start to continue it. He had to be motivated often, because he would get into, a different state of mind. It didn't start as a book. It just started about writing, and then slowly, as pages were completed, as he's completed writing about his life, his work, and his present days, and particularly days with mom. That is when the idea came to him, because we all realized it was a very it was a healing process for the entire family, not just my father. So that really got him, to convert this into a book, and we thought that yes, we must, actually write a book, so that many more people are, take inspiration. They read, they write about this, they write about their own lives, and hopefully, even if one person reads and is motivated to do something, and yeah, I think the purpose would be served.
Thank you so much for letting us know the story behind the book. How is it started? So, ma'am, can you tell me, like, is there any, I clearly got the idea that your mother is the inspiration behind this book. So, is there any research and initial preparation that your father has to do before started this writing this book?
Yes, Papa actually reached out to his cousins, to his friends, because he was born and brought up, at least till the age of 6, in a small town, in a small village actually, called Manikpura. It's near Agra, near the Chambal, near the Chambal river. So, in fact, his schooling, where he did his school, is still there. It is, there are just two rooms and a small veranda, but it is still there. So we actually ensured that we took photographs of today. We, got them. Then he got in touch with his old relatives, and his people whom he remembered back from school days, to recall some names which he had forgotten. It had been many days, and even to collect pictures of the places that they had been over the years, so that this book could become more accurate in terms of its facts, and we could have correct most recent pictures for it. So yeah, I must say fair amount of work and preparation went into writing this book. Even though the book is really about Papa, his life, how he saw things, his work life, and more importantly, his life with mom, and how they spend those days.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So can you tell us like how many copies is sold till that about this book?
Okay, I can tell you about. It's, I think, in the region of around 500. We've been checking up like enthusiastic people, but yeah, as of now, it's around that number.
That's great, ma'am. Congratulations on that. So, if anyone want to like buy this book, where they can find it?
It's on Kindle, on Amazon. You can buy it online. It's in bookstores. Um, yeah, so it's available on most popular platforms.
So, ma'am, is there any particular age generation that you have focused, that your father has focused on this book, or is there any message for them?
Yes, this book actually is for everybody, for the young and the old alike. For the young, because it's of the days they have don't even know about. They, the today's generation may not even know many things which were there in, let's say, in the 1940s, about how life was, how think was, what was the currency then, what was the people like, how did things happen. So it's very educative from that, in that respect. Plus it is very good even for the elderly or even for our generation, because it actually communicates how a simple life, how an ordinary person, we can lead actually extraordinary and very fulfilling lives. So it's a very good example of that. And the book is written in very simple English, so everybody will enjoy it. And I think the old and the young, सभी को अच्छा लगेगा पढ़ के.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I get the idea that काफ़ी inspirational book होने वाली है ये. So ma'am, एक बात बताइए, जैसे what is your family and the friends reaction after like 500 copies sold?
Uh, I must say that, well, friends and family are happy. They would be happy even if the book wasn't there or the book is there. But what is most interesting is that Papa received letters from people much older than him also, and they wrote to him and said that, we are inspired. We must write this book. And in fact, the place where he stays, Bhubaneswar, he stays in a resident in a, it's an apartment complex. So they held a special session, and so that, because they realized that it was a very healthy way of being able to deal with with your emotions, and to deal with what we would commonly understand as loss. So yes, I think many people have actually been inspired and motivated.
That's great, ma'am. Thank you for letting us know. My last question will be like, is there any tips that you want to give for any first-time writers if anyone want to start writing?
Yes, I think this is a question I had asked my father, and he answered. He said, Beta, when it comes to writing, you must ask yourself, whom are you writing for? Is it for yourself or is it for the reader? What is it that you want to convey? What do you want to do, really? And then go with what your heart is saying. So don't bother about the book, don't bother about how it will look to the reader. Just go by what you want, what is in your heart, what is it that you want to write about, what is it that you are so passionate about. Then the rest of it will follow. And the Invincible team, I think, did a great.
Line, I
I,
must say.
I think the Invincible team did a very great job, and helping us through every